Hey there, coin collectors and history buffs. Welcome back to another episode of Old Coins Prices, where we delve into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we have a particularly exciting coin to talk about, the 1981 5-cent Australia coin that was recently sold for a whopping $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.1 million for a humble 5-cent coin. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the story behind this incredible find. Let's start by going back in time to 1981, when this small but mighty coin was first minted in Australia. The 5-cent coin features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, as she has been the reigning monarch of Australia since 1952. On the reverse side, you'll find a stunning representation of an echidna, a unique and iconic Australian animal known for its spiky exterior and cute appearance. Now, what sets this particular 1981 5-cent coin apart from the rest is its rarity and condition. You see, back in the 1980s, the Royal Australian Mint made a mistake during the minting process, resulting in a small number of coins with errors. These errors can range from missing letters or numbers to misaligned designs, and they can significantly increase the value of a coin for collectors. In the case of the 1981 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.1 million, the error is a missing date on the obverse side of the coin. Instead of the usual 1981 marking, this coin has a blank space where the date should be, making it a one-of-a-kind find. This error is known as a mule coin, which occurs when mismatched dies are used during the minting process, creating a unique and valuable coin for collectors. But the rarity of this coin doesn't stop there. In addition to the missing date error, this particular coin is also in impeccable condition, with no signs of wear or damage. This combination of rarity and quality is what makes this coin so valuable to collectors, driving up its price to an astonishing $1.1 million at auction. Now, you might be wondering how a humble 5-cent coin can fetch such a high price on the collectibles market. The answer lies in the world of numismatics, the study and collection of coins and currency. For collectors, rare and unique coins like the 1981 5-cent Australia coin are highly sought after for their historical significance, artistic design, and scarcity. In the case of this coin, its rarity, as a mule error combined with its pristine condition, makes it a once-in-a-lifetime find for collectors. And when you factor in the thrill of the hunt, the excitement of the auction, and the prestige of owning such a valuable piece of history, it's no wonder that coins like this can command such high prices in the market. So, what does the future hold for the lucky owner of the 1981 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.1 million? Well, for starters, they now have a rare and valuable piece of Australian history in their collection, one that is sure to appreciate in value over time. As the coin continues to gain recognition and publicity in the numismatic world, its value will only increase, making it a wise investment for the future. But more than just its monetary value, this coin also holds a special significance as a symbol of Australia's rich numismatic heritage. It serves as a reminder of the craftsmanship, attention to detail, and sheer luck that goes into the minting of coins, and it highlights the passion and dedication of collectors who strive to preserve these pieces of history for future generations. In conclusion, the story of the 1981 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.1 million is a fascinating tale of rarity, error, and value in the world of numismatics. It showcases the thrill of the hunt, the joy of discovery, and the enduring appeal of collecting coins as a hobby and investment. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious history enthusiast, keep an eye out for those rare and valuable coins. You never know when you might strike gold. We are diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to discuss the legendary 1983 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. That's right, you heard me correctly. This seemingly ordinary coin has a hidden treasure waiting to be uncovered. So sit back, relax, and let's explore the story behind this rare and valuable piece of Australian currency. Let's start by setting the scene in the year 1983. It was a time of political and social change in Australia, with the country experiencing a shift in leadership and new policies being implemented. Amidst all of this, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra was busy minting coins for circulation, including the humble 5-cent coin. Now, you may be wondering what makes the 1983 5-cent Australia coin so special. Well, it all comes down to a small error that occurred during the minting process. Due to a technical issue, a limited number of these coins were struck with a double rim. This means that the edge of the coin has two distinct raised rims instead of the usual single rim. This mistake may seem minor, but it has had a major impact on the value of the 1983 5-cent Australia coin. In fact, only a handful of these double-rim coins are known to exist, making them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. The scarcity of this particular coin has driven up its value to a staggering $1.3 million, making it one of the most valuable Australian coins ever produced. Now, you may be wondering how to identify if you have one of these rare coins in your possession. Well, the key distinguishing feature to look for is the double rim along the edge of the coin. This can be seen by examining the outer edge of the coin closely, where you should be able to spot two raised rims instead of one. If you are lucky enough to come across one of these coins, it is important to have it authenticated by a reputable coin dealer or grading service to confirm its rarity and value. But why is the 1983 5-cent Australia coin with a double rim so valuable? Well, rarity plays a major role in determining the worth of a coin in the collecting world. The fewer examples of a particular coin that exist, the more desirable and valuable it becomes to collectors. In the case of the 1983 5-cent coin, its limited mintage and unique era make it a highly coveted piece for numismatists around the world. In addition to its rarity, the historical significance of the 1983 5-cent Australia coin also adds to its appeal. This particular coin serves as a reminder of a moment in time when a simple minting error transformed an ordinary 5-cent piece into a valuable treasure. Its story is a testament to the unpredictable nature of coin collecting and the excitement of discovering hidden gems within your collection. So, where can you go to learn more about the 1983 5-cent Australia coin and its incredible value? One great resource for coin collectors is the Royal Australian Mint, which houses a wealth of information on Australian currency and its history. You can also connect with fellow collectors through online forums and social media groups dedicated to numismatics, where you can share your discoveries and learn from the experiences of others. In conclusion, the 1983 5-cent Australia coin with a double rim is a true rarity in the world of coin collecting, with a value of $1.3 million that reflects its unique status. From its humble beginnings as a minting error to its current position as a highly sought-after collectible, this coin continues to captivate enthusiasts with its intriguing story and historical significance. So keep your eyes peeled for this elusive treasure in your collection, and who knows, you may just be holding on to a small fortune without even realizing it. We are diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to explore the story behind the 1984 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, a seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin becoming a valuable collector's item worth a small fortune. First things first, let's talk about the history of this particular coin. The 1984 5-cent Australia coin was minted as part of the regular circulation currency. So, what makes this specific coin so special and valuable? Well, it all comes down to a rare minting error that occurred during the production process. You see, in 1984, a small number of 5-cent coins were accidentally struck with a double obverse design. This means that instead of the usual Queen Elizabeth II portrait on one side, some of these coins have a duplicate portrait due to a mistake at the mint. This error makes these coins extremely rare and sought after by collectors worldwide. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty details of why this seemingly insignificant error can fetch a whopping $1.4 million. The value of a coin is determined by a variety of factors, including its rarity, condition, and demand. In the case of the 1984 double obverse 5-cent Australia coin, the combination of all these elements creates a perfect storm for a high valuation. Due to the rarity of this minting error, there are only a limited number of these coins in existence. This scarcity drives up the demand among collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a unique piece of Australian numismatic history. Additionally, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in its value, with well-preserved specimens commanding a higher price tag. But why exactly is this particular coin worth $1.4 million? To put it simply, the price tag is a reflection of the coin's uniqueness, historical significance, and desirability among collectors. It is a rare gem that encapsulates a moment in time when a simple minting error transformed an ordinary coin into a valuable treasure. So, how can you tell if you have a 1984 double obverse 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.4 million in your possession? The first step is to carefully examine the coin for any signs of the double obverse design. Look for any anomalies or abnormalities in the Queen Elizabeth II portrait that may indicate a minting error. If you believe you have stumbled upon a rare gem, the next step is to have the coin authenticated by a professional numismatist or coin grading service. These experts will carefully inspect the coin to verify its authenticity and determine its condition. Once your coin has been certified as a genuine 1984 double obverse 5-cent Australia coin, you can start exploring your options for selling or preserving your newfound treasure. In conclusion, the story of the 1984 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.4 million is a testament to the incredible world of coin collecting. It shows us that even the smallest minting errors can have a significant impact on the value and rarity of a coin. So, next time you come across a handful of loose change, take a closer look. You never know what hidden treasures may be waiting to be discovered. I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the history and value of the 1984 5-cent Australia coin. Remember, every coin has a story to tell, and you never know what hidden gems you may uncover in your own collection. I have a fascinating story to share with you all about a rare 1982 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a whopping $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.2 million for a tiny little 5-cent coin. So, let's dive into the history of this incredible coin and how it came to be worth such an astronomical amount of money. In 1982, the Royal Australian Mint released a small batch of 5-cent coins that were mistakenly struck with the wrong metal composition. Instead of being made of copper and nickel like regular 5-cent coins, these rare coins were made of pure bronze. Due to this error, only a handful of these coins were ever minted, making them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. In fact, it is estimated that there are only a few dozen of these coins still in existence today, which is why their value has skyrocketed to $1.20 million. Now, you may be wondering how to tell if you have one of these valuable coins in your collection. Well, the easiest way to identify an authentic 1982 bronze 5-cent Australia coin is by its weight and color. Regular 5-cent coins weigh approximately 2.83 grams and have a silver appearance due to their copper and nickel composition. However, the rare bronze coins weigh slightly less at 2.63 grams and have a distinct bronze color. If you think you may have one of these rare coins, it is essential to have it authenticated by a reputable coin dealer or grading service to ensure its authenticity. These coins are highly sought after by collectors worldwide, so it is crucial to have the coin properly verified before attempting to sell it. The value of these coins has steadily increased over the years, with some selling for upwards of $1.2 million at auction. The rarity and unique history of these coins make them a prized possession for any serious coin collector, and their value is only expected to continue to rise in the future. So, if you happen to come across one of these rare 1982 bronze 5-cent Australia coins in your collection, consider yourself extremely lucky. These coins are truly a treasure to behold and a valuable piece of Australian coin history. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to discuss a hidden gem in the world of coins, the 1985 5-cent Australia coin. You might be surprised to learn that this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a small fortune. In fact, some have sold for a whopping $1.5 million. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's uncover the secrets behind this valuable piece of Australian currency. Let's start by taking a closer look at the 1985 5-cent Australia coin itself. This coin features the iconic echidna, a spiny anteater native to Australia, on one side and Queen Elizabeth II on the other. At first glance, you might not think much of it. After all, it's just 5 cents, right? But don't be fooled by its humble appearance. This coin has a surprising backstory that has made it highly sought after by collectors around the world. So, What makes the 1985 5-cent Australia coin so special? Well, it all comes down to a rare minting error that occurred during production. You see, in 1985, the Royal Australian Mint accidentally released a small number of coins with what is known as a double rim error. This error occurs when the coin's outer rim is struck twice, creating a distinct and unusual feature that sets it apart from the rest. As a result of this minting error, the 1985 5-cent Australia coin with the double rim has become a rare and highly coveted collector's item. In fact, only a handful of these coins are known to exist, making them incredibly rare and valuable. And that's where the eye-popping price tag of $1.5 million comes into play. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add this rare coin to their collection. But how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins in your possession? Well, the key is to closely inspect the outer rim of the coin. Look for any signs of doubling or irregularities that set it apart from a standard 1985 5-cent Australia coin. If you're unable to spot the error with the naked eye, you may want to consider having the coin professionally graded to determine its authenticity and value. Of course, finding a 1985 5-cent Australia coin with a double rim error is no easy task. These coins are incredibly rare, and most collectors go their entire lives without ever coming across one. But if you're lucky enough to stumble upon one in your collection or at a coin show, you could be looking at a life-changing payday. So, what should you do if you think you have a 1985 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.5 million? Well, first and foremost, don't panic. It's important to handle the coin with care and seek out the advice of a reputable coin dealer or appraiser. They can help you determine the coin's authenticity and provide guidance on the best course of action for maximizing its value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the world of rare coins like the 1985 5-cent Australia coin is full of surprises and treasures waiting to be discovered. So, keep your eyes peeled and your curiosity piqued. You never know what hidden gems you might find in your pocket change or coin collection. In conclusion, the 1985 5-cent Australia coin with a double rim error is a rare and valuable piece of Australian currency that has captured the attention of collectors worldwide. With a price tag of $1.5 million, this coin is truly a hidden gem worth searching for. So, happy hunting, and may your next coin toss lead you to a fortune in the world of numismatics. We are going to dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and talk about one of the rarest and most valuable coins in Australian history, the 1986 5-cent coin that is worth a staggering $1.6 million. Let's start off by discussing a bit of background information about this coin. The 1986 5-cent coin was part of a special mint set that was issued by the Royal Australian Mint to celebrate Australia's bicentennial year. The set included coins from all denominations, but it's the 5-cent coin that has captured the attention of collectors around the world due to its limited mintage and unique design. What sets this particular coin apart from others is its error in the minting process. Instead of the usual image of the echidna, Australia's native animal, the 1986 5-cent coin features the image of a frilled neck lizard. This mistake was quickly corrected by the mint, making the error coins incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Now, you may be wondering how a simple minting error can lead to a coin being valued at $1.6 million. Well, the value of a coin is determined by a variety of factors such as its rarity, condition, and demand. In the case of the 1986 5-cent coin, there are believed to be only a handful of error coins in existence, making them extremely rare and valuable to collectors. In addition to its rarity, the condition of the coin also plays a significant role in determining its value. Coins that are in mint condition with minimal wear and tear are highly sought after by collectors and can fetch a premium price at auctions and coin shows. The demand for the 1986 5-cent coin has also contributed to its high value. Collectors from around the world are willing to pay top dollar to add this rare piece to their collection, driving up the price of the coin to an astonishing $1.6 million. If you happen to come across one of these rare coins in your possession, it's important to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service to verify its authenticity and condition. This will help you determine the true value of the coin and ensure that you get the best price when selling or trading it with other collectors. In conclusion, the 1986 5-cent coin with the frilled neck lizard error is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. Its rarity, condition, and demand have all contributed to its staggering value of $1.6 million, making it a prized possession for any serious collector. I hope you enjoyed learning more about this fascinating coin and its incredible value. If you have any questions or would like to share your own coin collecting stories, feel free to leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on rare coins and collectibles. We have a real gem of a coin to talk about, the 1987 5-cent Australian coin that has recently made headlines for being worth a whopping $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.7 million for a humble 5-cent coin. So, how did this seemingly ordinary coin become so valuable? Well, it all comes down to a rare minting error that occurred in 1987. You see, the Royal Australian Mint mistakenly used the wrong die to create some of these 5-cent coins, resulting in a coin that is slightly different from the rest. This mistake is what makes the 1987 5-cent coin so valuable to collectors. The error on the 1987 5-cent coin is subtle but significant. On the regular 5-cent coin, the Queen's portrait is facing the wrong way compared to all the other coins in circulation. This mistake is what sets the 1987 5-cent coin apart and makes it so sought after by collectors. In fact, only a handful of these coins are known to exist, which is why their value has skyrocketed in recent years. Now, you may be wondering how a coin that is only worth 5 cents in face value can be worth millions of dollars. Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. With only a few of these rare 1987 5-cent coins in existence, collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add one to their collection. This high demand, coupled with the scarcity of the coin, is what drives up its value to astronomical levels. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare 1987 5-cent coins, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Of course, finding one of these coins is like finding a needle in a haystack, but it's not impossible. Keep an eye out for any coins from 1987 with the Queen's portrait facing the wrong way, as this could be your ticket to a fortune. But before you go searching through your spare change, it's important to note that not all 1987 5-cent coins are worth millions of dollars. Only the ones with the specific minting error are valuable, so make sure you do your research before getting too excited. You don't want to accidentally spend a small fortune on a regular 5-cent coin, so what should you do if you think you've found one of these rare 1987 5-cent coins? Well, the first step is to get it authenticated by a professional. Take your coin to a reputable coin dealer or grading company to have it verified as authentic. Once you have confirmation that you've struck gold, you can decide whether to keep it in your collection or sell it to the highest bidder. Keep in mind that the value of rare coins like the 1987 5-cent coin can fluctuate over time. While it may be worth $1.7 million today, that value could increase or decrease in the future. It's always a good idea to stay informed about the coin market and be aware of any developments that could impact the value of your collection. In conclusion, the 1987 5-cent Australian coin is a true rarity in the world of coin collecting. With its unique minting error and limited availability, this coin has become a highly coveted piece for collectors around the world. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these valuable coins, you could be looking at a small fortune in your pocket. Just remember to do your due diligence and get your coin authenticated before making any decisions. We're diving into the fascinating world of numismatics with a deep dive into the 1988 5-cent Australian coin that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right, a humble 5-cent piece from down under that's worth more than most people's wildest dreams. So grab your magnifying glass and let's explore the story behind this incredibly valuable coin. First off, let's talk about the basics. The 1988 5-cent Australian coin is a small, round piece of currency that features Queen Elizabeth II on one side and an echidna, a spiky little mammal native to Australia, on the other. It's made of nickel-plated steel and has a diameter of 19.41 millimeters. Pretty standard stuff, right? Well, not quite. What sets this particular coin apart is a tiny mistake that occurred during the minting process. You see, in 1988, the Royal Australian Mint accidentally released a small number of these coins with the Queen's head on both sides instead of the intended design featuring the echidna. This error may have gone unnoticed by most people, but for collectors, it turned these coins into rare and highly sought-after treasures. But why is this seemingly simple mistake worth such a staggering amount of money? Well, scarcity plays a big role in determining the value of a coin. The fewer of a certain type of coin there are in circulation, the more valuable it becomes to collectors. And when you combine that scarcity with the unique story behind the coin, you've got a recipe for a true numismatic gem. In the case of the 1988 double-headed 5-cent Australian coin, only a handful are known to exist, making them extremely rare and in high demand among collectors. In fact, the last recorded sale of one of these coins fetched a mind-blowing $1.8 million, solidifying its status as one of the most valuable coins in Australian numismatic history. Now, you might be wondering how to tell if you have one of these valuable coins in your possession. Well, there are a few key characteristics to look out for. First and foremost, check both sides of the coin to see if the Queen's head appears on both sides. If you spot this unusual feature, congratulations, you may have a hidden treasure on your hands. Additionally, pay close attention to the condition of the coin. As with any collectible item, the better the condition, the higher the value. Look for any signs of wear and tear, scratches, or discoloration that could affect the coin's overall worth. If you believe you have a 1988 double-headed 5-cent Australian coin in your collection, the next step is to have it authenticated and appraised by a professional. Numismatic experts have the knowledge and experience to accurately assess the rarity and value of your coin, giving you a clearer picture of its potential worth. But even if you don't have a valuable coin in your possession, the world of coin collecting is full of hidden treasures and fascinating stories waiting to be uncovered. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, there's always something new to learn and explore in the world of numismatics. So there you have it, folks, the incredible story of the 1988 double-headed 5-cent Australian coin worth $1.8 million. Who would have thought that a simple mistake could turn a humble coin into a priceless treasure? Keep your eyes peeled and your coin collection close. You never know what rare gems you might discover along the way. Hey there, fellow coin enthusiasts! Welcome back, Old Coins Prices, where we dive deep into the world of numismatics. Today, we have an absolutely mind-blowing story to share with you all about a seemingly ordinary 1989 5-cent Australian coin that ended up being worth a staggering $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right. $1.1 million for a humble 5-cent coin. So, grab your favorite beverage, sit back, and let's uncover the fascinating tale of this valuable treasure. Let's start by setting the scene. It was just another day for a casual coin collector in Australia who happened to stumble upon this unassuming 5-cent coin from 1989. At first glance, nothing seemed out of the ordinary about it. However, upon closer inspection, they noticed something peculiar. A subtle imperfection on the coin's surface that piqued their curiosity. Little did they know, this tiny flaw would be the key to unlocking a fortune. As any dedicated coin collector would do, they decided to do some research and get the coin authenticated by experts. Lo and behold, it turned out that this particular coin was a rare error coin from the Royal Australian Mint. Error coins are coins that have been minted incorrectly, resulting in unique characteristics that make them highly valuable to collectors. In the case of this 1989 5-cent coin, the error was a result of a mistake during the minting process that led to a double print on one side of the coin. This error is extremely rare and is considered a holy grail among coin collectors. It's no wonder that this seemingly ordinary coin ended up being worth a fortune. But what truly makes this coin even more special is its backstory. The year 1989 holds significant historical importance for Australia. It was the year that marked the bicentenary of European settlement in the country. To commemorate this milestone, the Royal Australian Mint released a series of special coins, including the 5-cent coin in question. The fact that this era coin was minted during such a significant period in Australia's history adds an extra layer of intrigue and value to it. It's not just a rare coin. It's a piece of history that captures a moment in time like no other. This is what makes coin collecting so captivating. The stories and the mysteries behind each coin truly make them worth more than just their monetary value. Now, you might be wondering, how did this seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin end up being valued at a jaw-dropping $1.1 million? Well, the rarity of the error, combined with the historical significance of the coin, makes it an extremely sought-after item among collectors. When something as unique and special as this comes along, it's no surprise that its value skyrockets. The journey of this 1989 5-cent Australian coin serves as a reminder of the hidden treasures that can be found in the most unexpected places. It goes to show that you never know what you might come across in your coin collection. A seemingly insignificant coin could turn out to be a fortune in disguise. So, next time you're sorting through your loose change or browsing through a coin shop, keep your eyes peeled for those rare gems that could potentially change your life. Who knows, you might just stumble upon your very own $1 million coin. And with that, we've reached the end of our video. We hope you enjoyed this incredible story about the 1989 5-cent Australian coin worth $1.1 million. If you have any similar coin tales to share, or if you've come across any valuable coins in your collection, we'd love to hear about it in the comments below. We're going to be diving deep into the world of numismatics and exploring the fascinating story of the 1995 cent Australian coin that is worth a whopping $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, this seemingly ordinary coin is actually a rare gem that has captivated collectors all around the globe. So, let's start from the beginning. The Australian 5-cent coin was first introduced in 1966, following the country's transition to decimal currency. Over the years, millions of these coins were minted and circulated, making them a common sight in pockets and piggy banks across the land down under. However, in 1990, something extraordinary happened. Due to a minting error, a small number of 5-cent coins were produced with a double rim, a mistake that would ultimately make them highly sought after by collectors. Now, you may be wondering how such a seemingly minor error could result in such a staggering value for this coin. Well, the key lies in scarcity and rarity. The 1995 cent coin with the double rim is an extremely rare find, with only a handful of them known to exist. This scarcity, coupled with the coin's unique error, has driven up its value significantly, making it a prized possession for any serious coin collector. But why exactly is this particular coin valued at $1.2 million? Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. As I mentioned earlier, the rarity of this coin makes it a highly coveted item among collectors, driving up its market price. Additionally, the history and story behind the coin add to its allure, making it a piece of numismatic history that is truly one of a kind. Now, you may be wondering how you can tell if you have one of these valuable coins in your possession. The 1995 cent coin with the double rim can be identified by its distinct feature of a double rim around the edge of the coin. If you come across one of these coins in your collection, be sure to examine it closely to see if it matches the description. And if you're lucky enough to find one, consider yourself a truly fortunate individual. In terms of value, the 1995 cent Australian coin with the double rim has been known to fetch prices upwards of $1.2 million at auction. This staggering figure is a testament to the coin's rarity and historical significance, making it a must-have for serious collectors and enthusiasts alike. So, if you happen to stumble upon one of these coins in your collection, you may just be sitting on a goldmine, figuratively speaking, of course. In conclusion, the 1995 cent Australian coin with the double rim is a treasure trove of history and intrigue, a rare gem that has captured the hearts of collectors worldwide. Its unique error and scarcity have made it a highly coveted item in the world of numismatics, with a value that defies all expectations. So, keep your eyes peeled, fellow coin enthusiasts. You never know when you might come across one of these precious coins in your collection. And who knows, you may just be holding a piece of numismatic history worth $1.2 million. We're diving into the world of rare coins with a spotlight on the 1991 5-cent Australia coin that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. That's right, you heard me correctly. So grab your magnifying glass, sit back, and let's dive into the fascinating world of numismatics. First things first, let's talk a bit about the history of the 1991 5-cent Australia coin. This particular coin was minted in 1991 at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, Australia. It features the iconic echidna design on the front, and Queen Elizabeth II on the back. Now, what sets this coin apart from the rest is its unique error that occurred during the minting process. You see, in 1991, an error was made during the production of these 5-cent coins that resulted in a small number of them being struck with an S mint mark, instead of the normal C mint mark. This error went unnoticed for many years, until a sharp-eyed collector discovered it and brought it to the attention of the numismatic community. And that's when things really started to get interesting. Fast forward to today, and this rare 1991 5-cent Australia coin with the S mint mark is one of the most sought-after coins in the world. In fact, it's estimated that there are only a handful of these coins in existence, making them incredibly rare and valuable. Some have even sold for upwards of $1.3 million at auction, making them a true treasure for any serious coin collector. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know if you have one of these rare coins in your collection? Well, the first thing to look for is the S mint mark on the front of the coin, right below the echidna design. If you see that S, then you might just have struck gold, figuratively speaking, of course. Another thing to look for is the overall condition of the coin. Since these coins are so rare and valuable, they are often kept in pristine condition by collectors. So if you have a 1991 5-cent Australia coin with the S mint mark that's in excellent shape, then you could be sitting on a small fortune. Of course, it's always a good idea to have your coin authenticated by a professional numismatist before getting too excited. They can verify the authenticity of the coin and give you a more accurate estimate of its value. And trust me, it's definitely worth the time and effort to have it done properly. You don't want to miss out on a potential windfall. So there you have it, folks. The fascinating story of the 1991 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.3 million. It just goes to show that even the smallest of coins can hold immense value and history within them. So keep your eyes peeled. You never know what treasures might be lurking in your coin collection. Well, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And as always, happy hunting and happy collecting. We are diving into the fascinating world of numismatics as we explore the story behind the 1966 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary coin holds a secret that makes it one of the most valuable coins in the world. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the mystery of this rare treasure. Let's start by going back in time to 1966 when Australia decided to switch from the old pound system to the decimal currency we all know today. As part of this transition, new coins were minted, including the iconic 5-cent coin featuring the beloved echidna, a spiky anteater native to Australia. Little did anyone know at the time that one of these coins would eventually become a symbol of incredible wealth. Fast forward to 2005 when an unsuspecting collector came across a 1966 5-cent Australia coin in his collection. At first glance, it looked like any other coin from that era, but upon closer inspection, he noticed something peculiar. The coin had a small dot beneath the last A in Australia, a detail that was not supposed to be there. Intrigued, he decided to do some research and was stunned to discover that this tiny dot was the key to unlocking its true value. You see, in 2005, it was revealed that this particular variation of the 1966 5-cent coin was incredibly rare, with only a handful known to exist. What's more, the dot was not meant to be there and was the result of a minting error that occurred during the production process. This error made the coin highly sought after by collectors, driving up its value to an astonishing $1.4 million. But why would such a small imperfection make a coin worth so much money? The answer lies in the rarity and uniqueness of the coin. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that stand out from the rest, whether it's due to a design error, a historical significance, or a limited mintage. In the case of the 1966 5-cent Australia coin with the dot under the A, its scarcity and the story behind its creation have captured the hearts of collectors worldwide. Now, You may be wondering how to tell if you have one of these rare coins in your possession. The first thing to look for is the year 1966. Next, examine the coin closely to see if there is a dot under the last A in Australia. If you spot this tiny detail, congratulations, you may have just stumbled upon a hidden treasure. Of course, it's always a good idea to have your coin authenticated by a professional to confirm its authenticity and value. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare coins, you may be wondering what to do next. Should you sell it for a hefty sum or hold on to it as a cherished keepsake? Ultimately, the decision is yours to make, but it's worth considering the potential financial benefits of selling such a valuable coin. On the other hand, if you have a personal attachment to the coin or simply enjoy collecting rare pieces, you may choose to keep it in your collection for years to come. In conclusion, the 1966 5-cent Australia coin with the dot under the A is a fascinating example of how a small minting error can turn an ordinary coin into a priceless treasure. Its rarity, uniqueness, and historical significance have captured the attention of collectors around the world, making it one of the most sought-after coins in numismatic history. So keep an eye out for hidden gems in your coin collection. You never know what treasures you may uncover. We are going to dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and explore the story behind the 1992 5-cent Australia coin that is rumored to be worth a whopping $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.5 million for a tiny little 5-cent coin. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's take a closer look at this rare and valuable piece of Australian history. First off, let's talk about the design of the 1992 5-cent Australia coin. This coin features the iconic echidna, a spiny anteater native to Australia, on one side. The other side of the coin showcases Queen Elizabeth II, as all Australian coins do. The coin itself is made of nickel-plated steel and has a smooth edge, making it easily recognizable among other Australian coins. Now, you may be wondering why a seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin from 1992 could be worth such a staggering amount of money. Well, the truth is that this particular coin is so valuable because of a minting error that occurred during its production. You see, in 1992, the Royal Australian Mint accidentally released a small number of 5-cent coins with the wrong obverse design. Instead of Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, these coins featured the image of a frilled neck lizard, a mistake that went unnoticed at the time. Fast forward to today, and these rare misprinted coins have become highly sought after by collectors all around the world. The 1992 5-cent Australia coin with the frilled neck lizard design is incredibly rare, with only a handful of specimens known to exist. This scarcity, combined with the novelty of the error, has driven up the value of these coins to astronomical levels. In fact, in 2017, a lucky coin collector in Australia made headlines when he sold his 1992 5-cent coin with the frilled neck lizard design for a staggering $1.5 million. Can you imagine stumbling upon a coin worth that much in your spare change? It's like winning the lottery. So, how can you determine if you have one of these valuable coins in your collection? Well, first and foremost, you'll want to closely examine the obverse design of your 1992 5-cent coin. If you spot a frilled neck lizard instead of Queen Elizabeth II, congratulations, you may have hit the jackpot. However, it's important to note that there are counterfeit versions of this coin circulating in the market, so it's always a good idea to have your coin authenticated by a professional before getting too excited. If you do happen to have a genuine 1992 5-cent Australia coin with the frilled neck lizard design, you'll want to take good care of it. Store it in a protective case to prevent damage and keep it in a cool, dry place to preserve its condition. You may also want to consider getting your coin graded by a reputable coin grading service to further enhance its value and authenticity. In conclusion, the story of the 1992 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.5 million is a fascinating tale of rarity, error, and the thrill of discovery. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, this coin serves as a reminder that hidden treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Who knows, maybe you have a valuable coin sitting in your pocket right now, just waiting to be discovered. We have a really exciting topic to discuss: the 1993 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a staggering $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. This little coin holds so much value that it has become one of the most sought-after items in the world of numismatics. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's dive into the fascinating history and details of this incredible coin. First off, let's talk about the design of the 1993 5-cent Australia coin. This particular coin features the iconic echidna, a spiny anteater native to Australia, on one side. The reverse side shows Queen Elizabeth II, as is common in Australian currency. The design is simple yet elegant, making it a timeless piece that has captured the hearts of collectors worldwide. Now, you may be wondering why a seemingly ordinary coin from 1993 is worth such a mind-boggling amount. The answer lies in a rare error that occurred during the minting process. In 1993, a small number of these 5-cent coins were mistakenly struck with the obverse side intended for the 10-cent coin. This error resulted in a coin with a double rim, making it extremely rare and highly valuable to collectors. But what really sets this particular coin apart is its striking resemblance to the iconic double-header 1988 5-cent coin, which is valued at over $1.6 million. The similarities between the two coins have sparked a debate among experts and collectors, with some suggesting that the 1993 coin could be a potential successor to the 1988 rarity. This speculation has only added to the mystique surrounding the 1993 5-cent Australia coin and has driven up its value even further. Now, let's talk about the current market value of this coin. As of the making of this video, the 1993 5-cent Australia coin is estimated to be worth around $1.6 million. This value is based on recent auctions and sales of similar coins, as well as the rarity and uniqueness of the error. However, it's important to note that the market value of collectible coins can fluctuate based on demand and availability, so it's always a good idea to keep an eye on the market trends if you're considering adding this coin to your collection. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare coins in your own collection or at a coin show, there are a few key factors to look for to determine its authenticity and value. First, check the date and design of the coin to ensure it matches the 1993 5-cent Australia coin with the echidna and Queen Elizabeth II. Next, inspect the rim of the coin for any signs of doubling or error, as this will be a telltale sign of its rarity. Finally, consider getting the coin professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable coin grading service to ensure its value and authenticity. In conclusion, the 1993 5-cent Australia coin is a true gem in the world of numismatics, with its rare error making it one of the most valuable coins in existence. Its striking design, historical significance, and potential as a successor to the iconic double-header 1988 coin have cemented its place as a coveted collector's item. If you ever come across one of these rare coins, consider yourself lucky and handle it with care as you admire its beauty and historical significance. We have an incredibly exciting topic to dive into: the 1994 5-cent Australia coin that's worth a whopping $1.7 million. Can you believe it? Let's get into the nitty-gritty details and uncover the fascinating story behind this valuable piece of currency. First off, let's talk about the basics of the 1994 5-cent Australia coin. This particular coin is part of the regular circulation coins issued by the Royal Australian Mint. It features the iconic echidna design on the reverse side and Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side. Now, you might be wondering what makes this coin so special that it's valued at $1.7 million. The key factor that sets this particular coin apart is its rarity. In 1994, due to an error during the minting process, a small number of 5-cent coins were produced with the incorrect design on the reverse side. Instead of the standard echidna design, these coins featured the design meant for the 10-cent coin. This printing error resulted in a very limited number of these coins entering circulation, making them highly sought after by collectors. As you can imagine, the rarity of this misprinted 1994 5-cent Australia coin has driven up its value significantly. In fact, it's estimated that there are only a handful of these coins known to exist, which explains why they are so incredibly valuable. The combination of a printing error and low mintage numbers has created a perfect storm for collectors looking to add this rare piece to their collection. But how did a seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin end up being worth $1.7 million? The answer lies in the world of coin collecting and numismatics. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with unique attributes, such as errors or misprints, that make them stand out from the rest. In the case of the 1994 5-cent Australia coin, the combination of the printing error and limited mintage numbers has created a perfect storm of rarity and desirability. For collectors, owning a piece of history like the 1994 5-cent Australia coin is a dream come true. Not only does it hold significant monetary value, but it also tells a story of a rare and unique coin that has captured the attention of the numismatic world. The thrill of adding such a valuable and sought-after coin to their collection is what drives many collectors to search far and wide for elusive pieces like this one. So, how can you tell if you have a rare 1994 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.7 million in your possession? The first step is to carefully examine the reverse side of the coin. Look for any discrepancies in the design, such as the presence of the 10-cent design instead of the echidna. If you see any irregularities, it's worth taking your coin to a professional appraiser or coin dealer for further evaluation. Keep in mind that not all 1994 5-cent Australia coins will be worth $1.7 million. Only those with the specific misprint and error are considered rare and valuable. However, even if your coin doesn't turn out to be the coveted $1.7 million version, it's still a valuable piece of Australian numismatic history that holds its own unique charm and significance. In conclusion, the 1994 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.7 million is a prime example of how a small printing error can lead to a coin becoming one of the most sought-after pieces in the world of numismatics. Its rarity, combined with its fascinating backstory, makes it a true gem for collectors and enthusiasts alike. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare coins, consider yourself incredibly fortunate and treasure it as a piece of history that will only increase in value over time. We have an exciting topic to discuss: the 1995 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a whopping $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary coin could fetch you a small fortune if you happen to have one in your collection. Let's start by taking a closer look at the 1995 5-cent Australia coin. This coin features the iconic echidna design on one side and Queen Elizabeth II on the other. It may not seem like anything out of the ordinary at first glance, but there is something about this particular coin that sets it apart from the rest. Its rarity. You see, the 1995 5-cent Australia coin was minted in very limited quantities, making it incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. It is estimated that only a handful of these coins exist in the world today, which is why it commands such a high price on the market. Now, you may be wondering how a seemingly ordinary 5-cent coin could be worth $1.8 million. Well, it all comes down to a unique and rare error that occurred during the minting process. In 1995, a small number of 5-cent coins were accidentally struck with the wrong metal, resulting in a coin that is much thicker and heavier than the standard issue. This error was quickly discovered and corrected, but not before a few of these rare coins made their way into circulation. These coins are now highly coveted by collectors due to their rarity and unique attributes. In fact, the 1995 5-cent Australia coin with the wrong metal composition has become one of the most valuable coins in the world. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare coins in your collection? Well, there are a few key indicators to look out for. First, check the weight of the coin. The rare 1995 5-cent coin is noticeably heavier than the standard issue. You can also inspect the edges of the coin for any irregularities or variations in thickness. If you believe you may have one of these rare coins, it is crucial to have it authenticated by a reputable coin grading service. They will be able to confirm the rarity and authenticity of your coin, giving you peace of mind knowing that you have a valuable treasure in your collection. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1995 5-cent Australia coin with the wrong metal composition. As mentioned earlier, this coin is currently valued at an astounding $1.8 million, making it one of the most valuable coins in existence. Its rarity and unique era make it a highly desirable collectible for coin enthusiasts around the world. If you are lucky enough to own one of these rare coins, congratulations! You have a truly extraordinary piece of numismatic history in your possession. Whether you choose to display it in your collection or sell it to a lucky collector, the 1995 5-cent Australia coin is sure to bring you joy and excitement for years to come. In conclusion, the 1995 5-cent Australia coin with the wrong metal composition is a rare and valuable treasure that holds a special place in the hearts of coin collectors worldwide. Its unique attributes and high market value make it a coveted piece for anyone lucky enough to own one. Hey there, welcome back, Old Coin Spices. Today, we have a really exciting topic to discuss: the 1996 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a whopping $1.1 million. That's right, a seemingly ordinary coin that is actually worth a small fortune. So, let's dive into the fascinating story behind this valuable coin. First off, let's talk about the origins of the 1996 5-cent Australia coin. This coin was actually minted to celebrate the 200th anniversary of European settlement in Australia. It features the iconic echidna design on the front, with the standard queen's head on the back. At first glance, it may not seem like anything special, but as they say, don't judge a coin by its cover. Now, you're probably wondering how a coin that was minted in such large quantities could possibly be worth $1.1 million. Well, here's where it gets interesting. In 1996, there was a mistake made during the minting process of these coins. A small number of them were accidentally struck with the wrong date. Instead of 1996, they were stamped with 2000. This error may seem minor, but in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest mistake can lead to a coin becoming incredibly valuable. And that's exactly what happened with the 1996 5-cent Australia coin with the 2000 date. Only a handful of these coins were ever produced, making them extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. In fact, in 2014, one of these rare coins sold for a staggering $1.1 million at auction. Can you imagine stumbling across one of these coins in your spare change? It's like winning the lottery, but with a tiny piece of metal instead of a ticket. Now, you may be wondering how to identify if you have one of these valuable coins in your possession. The key thing to look for is the date on the coin. If it says 2000 instead of 1996, you could be holding on to a small fortune without even realizing it. Of course, it's always a good idea to have your coin authenticated by a professional to confirm its value. If you were lucky enough to come across one of these rare coins, you may be wondering what to do next. Well, the first step would be to keep it safe and secure. You definitely don't want to lose track of such a valuable piece of history. You could also consider getting it professionally graded and certified, as this can increase its value even further. And if you're feeling generous, you could always consider selling the coin at auction or to a private collector. This could potentially earn you a nice chunk of change that you could put towards something special, like a dream vacation or a down payment on a house. In conclusion, the 1996 5-cent Australia coin with the 2000 date is a true hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. Its rarity and unique history make it a prized possession for any collector lucky enough to own one. So, keep your eyes peeled the next time you're counting your loose change. You never know what valuable treasures may be hiding in plain sight. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about this fascinating piece of Australian numismatic history. If you found this video interesting, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more intriguing content like this. We are diving into the fascinating world of numismatics to talk about the 1997 5-cent Australia coin that is rumored to be worth a whopping $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, a humble 5-cent coin that has become the stuff of legends in the coin collecting community. So strap in, because we are about to uncover the story behind this rare and highly sought-after coin. First things first, let's talk a bit about the history of the Australian 5-cent coin. The coin was first introduced in 1966 as part of Australia's switch to decimal currency. It features Queen Elizabeth II on one side and a frilled neck lizard on the other. The coin is made of copper-nickel, with a diameter of 19.41 mm and a weight of 2.83 g. While the coin itself may seem ordinary at first glance, it is the rare versions and minting errors that make some of these coins incredibly valuable. Now, let's fast forward to the year 1997. This was the year that a small number of 5-cent coins were minted with a very special error. Instead of featuring the frilled neck lizard on the reverse side, these coins were mistakenly struck with the image of a single leaf. This error was a result of a mismatched die being used during the minting process, making these coins extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. But what makes the 1997 5-cent Australia coin worth a staggering $1.2 million? Well, it all comes down to scarcity and demand. With only a handful of these error coins known to exist, their rarity alone makes them incredibly valuable. Add to that the fact that these coins have captured the imagination of collectors worldwide, and you have a recipe for a coin that can command a sky-high price tag. One of the most famous examples of the 1997 5-cent Australia coin is the Discovery coin that was found by a lucky collector in their change in 2005. This particular coin was in pristine condition and was quickly dubbed the Holy Grail of Australian coins. It was later sold at auction for a record-breaking $1.2 million, making it one of the most valuable coins in Australian numismatic history. The excitement and intrigue surrounding these rare coins have only grown over the years, with collectors and coin enthusiasts eagerly searching for their own piece of history. The thrill of the hunt, the adrenaline of finding that elusive error coin, it's all part of the thrill of coin collecting. And when you add a potential $1.2 million payday into the mix, well, it's hard not to get caught up in the excitement. So, if you happen to come across a 1997 5-cent Australia coin in your pocket change, take a closer look. You never know, you could be holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. And even if you don't strike it rich, the joy of collecting and the thrill of the hunt are priceless in their own right. After all, it's not just about the monetary value of a coin, but the stories and history that each coin carries with it. In conclusion, the 1997 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.2 million is not just a rare and valuable collectible, it's a piece of history that has captured the hearts and imaginations of collectors around the world. The thrill of the hunt, the joy of discovery, and the camaraderie of the coin collecting community all come together to make these coins truly special. So keep your eyes peeled, fellow collectors. You never know what hidden treasures might be waiting for you out there. We are going to dive into the intriguing world of coin collecting by taking a closer look at the 1999 5-cent Australia coin that is reportedly worth a staggering $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. So, buckle up and get ready to be amazed by the story behind this valuable coin. Firstly, let's talk about the background of the 1999 5-cent Australia coin. The Australian 5-cent coin is a small, circular coin that features the iconic echidna, a spiny anteater native to Australia, on one side. The other side of the coin typically displays a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. However, in 1999, a small mintage error occurred during the production of these coins, resulting in a limited number of coins being struck with the incorrect obverse die. Now, you may be wondering, how could a simple mistake like this lead to a coin being worth $1.3 million? Well, here's where the magic happens. The 1999 5-cent Australia coin with the incorrect obverse die features the image of Queen Elizabeth II from the 1998 New Zealand 20-cent coin, instead of the typical portrait seen on Australian coins. This error is extremely rare and was only discovered after the coins had already been released into circulation. As a result, collectors and numismatists alike have been on the hunt for this elusive coin, driving up its value to astronomical levels. The rarity and uniqueness of the 1999 5-cent Australia coin make it a highly sought-after collectible, with only a handful of specimens known to exist. This scarcity, combined with the novelty of the error, has contributed to the coin's exorbitant price tag. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare coins, you could potentially be sitting on a gold mine. Just imagine, a small 5-cent coin worth over $1 million. Talk about a return on investment. However, finding one of these coins is no easy task, as they are incredibly rare and seldom come up for sale. But hey, stranger things have happened, right? Now you may be wondering, How can you identify if you have one of these valuable coins in your possession? Well, the key distinguishing feature of the 1999 5-cent Australia coin with the incorrect obverse die is the image of Queen Elizabeth II from the New Zealand 20-cent coin. This unique error sets it apart from the standard issue coins and makes it instantly recognizable to experienced collectors. If you suspect that you may have one of these rare coins, it is important to have it authenticated and graded by a reputable coin grading service. Professional authentication will help confirm the coin's authenticity and ensure that you are getting the most accurate appraisal of its value. Remember, not all coins are created equal, and it's essential to do your due diligence when dealing with rare and valuable collectibles. In conclusion, the 1999 5-cent Australia coin with the incorrect obverse die is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. With its unique error and limited mintage, this coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide and continues to be a highly coveted piece in any numismatic collection. So, keep your eyes peeled and your coin purses ready. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure like this one. We're going to be exploring the unbelievable story of the 2005-cent Australia coin that is worth a mind-blowing $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the incredible journey of this extraordinary coin. Let's start by setting the scene. The year is 2000, and the Royal Australian Mint is in full swing, producing millions of coins for circulation. Among them, a batch of 5-cent coins was minted with a unique error that would change the course of numismatic history. Instead of the usual, iconic Queen Elizabeth II image on the obverse side of the coin, these particular coins featured a different design, making them instantly distinguishable from the rest. As these coins entered circulation, unsuspecting Australians began to stumble upon them in their loose change, sparking a frenzy of excitement among collectors and coin enthusiasts. The rarity of the error, combined with the striking design, quickly made these coins highly sought after in the numismatic community. Fast forward to the present day, and only a handful of these elusive 2005-cent Australia coins with the error design are known to exist. The scarcity of these coins has driven their value skyward, with reports of individual coins fetching prices upwards of $1.4 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million for a 5-cent coin. But why are these coins so valuable? Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. With such a limited number of these coins in existence, the demand from collectors and investors far outweighs the available supply, driving prices to astronomical heights. The rarity of the error design, combined with the historical significance of the coin, has cemented its status as one of the most sought-after pieces in the world of numismatics. Now, you may be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable coins in my possession? Well, the key is in the design. The error coins will have a distinct variation in the Queen Elizabeth II image on the obverse side, making it easy to identify them from regular 5-cent coins. If you happen to come across one of these rare gems, consider yourself incredibly lucky. You may be holding a small fortune in your hands. So, what should you do if you think you have one of these rare 2005-cent Australia coins with the error design? First and foremost, it's essential to have the coin authenticated by a reputable numismatic expert or grading service. This will help verify the authenticity and value of the coin, ensuring that you are getting the best possible price if you decide to sell. Speaking of selling, if you find yourself in possession of one of these highly coveted coins, you may be tempted to cash in on its extraordinary value. While selling the coin can provide a significant windfall, it's essential to consider the long-term implications of parting ways with such a rare and valuable piece. Many collectors choose to hold on to these coins as a treasured piece of numismatic history, enjoying the prestige and rarity that comes with owning one of the most sought-after coins in the world. In conclusion, the story of the 2005-cent Australia coin worth $1.4 million is a testament to the enduring allure of rare and valuable coins. From its humble beginnings in the Royal Australian Mint to its status as a coveted treasure among collectors, this coin has captured the imagination of numismatists worldwide. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started in the world of coin collecting, the tale of this extraordinary coin serves as a reminder of the hidden treasures waiting to be discovered in the realm of numismatics. We have a rare and valuable coin to discuss, the 2001 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a whopping $1.5 million. That's right, you heard it correctly. So grab your magnifying glass and let's dive into the fascinating world of numismatics. First off, let's talk about the history behind this incredible coin. The 2001 5-cent Australia coin is a part of the Royal Australian Mints decimal coinage series that was introduced in 1966. This particular coin features the iconic echidna design on the reverse side, which is a unique and beloved symbol of Australian wildlife. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this particular coin so valuable? Well, it all comes down to a rare minting error that occurred during the production process. In 2001, a small number of these 5-cent coins were accidentally struck with an off-center error, resulting in a highly coveted and sought-after variation of the coin. The off-center error is what sets this coin apart from the rest, making it extremely rare and valuable to collectors. In fact, only a handful of these coins are known to exist, making them a true treasure for any serious collector. But why is this coin worth a staggering $1.5 million? The value of a coin is determined by a variety of factors, including its rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. In the case of the 2001 5-cent Australia coin with the off-center error, its scarcity and unique nature have driven up its value to astronomical heights. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare coins in your collection, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Of course, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in determining its value, so be sure to handle it with care and store it properly to preserve its pristine condition. Now, you might be wondering how to identify if you have one of these valuable coins in your possession. One telltale sign of the off-center error is a misalignment of the design elements on the coin, such as the echidna and the lettering. If you notice any irregularities in the positioning of these elements, you could have a rare gem on your hands. Another way to confirm the authenticity of your coin is to have it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service. This will not only provide you with an official certification of the coin's authenticity but also give you an accurate assessment of its condition and value. So, where can you find one of these rare and valuable coins? Well, they can turn up in unexpected places, such as in pocket change, coin rolls, or even at flea markets and coin shows. Keep an eye out for any unusual-looking 5-cent coins and don't hesitate to get them checked out by a knowledgeable coin expert. In conclusion, the 2001 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.5 million is a true rarity in the world of numismatics. Its off-center error and limited availability have made it a highly prized collectible for coin enthusiasts around the globe. If you happen to stumble upon one of these valuable coins, consider yourself incredibly fortunate. You could be holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 2002 5-cent Australia coin that's worth a whopping $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A seemingly ordinary coin that holds an extraordinary value. Let's start by taking a closer look at the history behind this incredible coin. The 2002 5-cent Australia coin was part of a limited mintage run to commemorate a special occasion in Australian history. The design features the iconic echidna, a native Australian animal, on one side and Queen Elizabeth II on the other. It may seem like just a regular 5-cent coin, but this particular year holds a secret that makes it incredibly rare and sought after by collectors worldwide. So, what sets the 2002 5-cent Australia coin apart from the rest? Well, it all comes down to a minting error that occurred during the production process. Due to a mistake at the mint, a small number of coins were inadvertently struck with a double print on the obverse side. This error resulted in a unique and highly collectible coin that is estimated to be worth a staggering $1.6 million. Imagine stumbling across one of these rare coins in your pocket change or inherited from a relative. Talk about a stroke of luck. The chances of finding one of these coins are slim to none, making them a true treasure for any coin enthusiast. The value of this coin is not only a reflection of its rarity, but also its historical significance and the story behind its production error. Now, you may be wondering how such a seemingly small and insignificant coin could be worth such a substantial amount of money. Well, the world of coin collecting is a fascinating and complex one, filled with passionate collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for unique and rare pieces. The 2002 5-cent Australia coin is a prime example of how a simple minting error can turn an ordinary coin into a valuable find. The value of a coin is determined by a variety of factors, including its rarity, condition, and historical significance. In the case of the 2002 5-cent Australia coin, its rarity is what makes it so valuable. With only a handful of these double-printed coins in existence, they have become highly sought after by collectors who are willing to pay exorbitant prices to add them to their collections. In addition to its rarity, the condition of the coin also plays a significant role in determining its value. A well-preserved and unblemished example of the 2002 5-cent Australia coin will command a higher price than one that shows signs of wear and tear. Collectors place a premium on coins that are in pristine condition, as they are considered more desirable and valuable. As with any collectible item, the value of the 2002 5-cent Australia coin is also influenced by the demand for it in the market. Collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare and unique coins to add to their collections, driving up the value of sought-after pieces like this one. The combination of rarity, condition, and demand all contribute to the sky-high price tag attached to this remarkable coin. So, how can you determine if you have a 2002 5-cent Australia coin that's worth $1.6 million? Well, the first step is to carefully examine the coin for any signs of the minting error, specifically, a double print on the obverse side. If you believe you have one of these rare coins in your possession, it's essential to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service to confirm its value. If you're lucky enough to own one of these valuable coins, you may be wondering what your next steps should be. Whether you choose to hold onto it as a prized possession or sell it to a collector, the decision is ultimately yours to make. Just remember that owning a piece of numismatic history like the 2002 5-cent Australia coin is a special privilege that few will ever experience. In conclusion, the 2002 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.6 million is a remarkable and highly coveted piece of numismatic history that encapsulates the thrill of coin collecting. Its rarity, unique minting error, and historical significance all contribute to its extraordinary value in the eyes of collectors worldwide. So, keep an eye out for that lucky coin. You never know when you might stumble upon a hidden gem worth a fortune. We have a fascinating topic to discuss: the 2003 5-cent Australia coin that's worth a whopping $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's dive deep into the history and story behind this incredible piece of currency. First off, let's talk about the basics of this coin. The 2003 5-cent Australia coin is a simple yet iconic piece of currency that features Queen Elizabeth II on one side and an echidna on the other. It may seem like just another coin in your pocket, but this particular coin has a special story that sets it apart from the rest. So, what makes this coin so valuable? Well, it all comes down to a rare minting error that occurred during the production process. In 2003, the Royal Australian Mint accidentally released a small batch of 5-cent coins that were missing the letter P, which represents the mint mark for the Perth Mint where the coins were made. This error may seem minor, but for collectors and investors, it turned out to be a golden opportunity. Fast forward to today, and this rare minting error has made the 2003 5-cent Australia coin one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in the world. In fact, a single coin in pristine condition recently fetched a staggering $1.7 million at an auction. Can you believe that? It just goes to show the power of collecting rare and unique coins. Now, you may be wondering how you can tell if you have one of these valuable coins in your possession. Well, the first thing you should look for is the absence of the letter P on the coin. If you happen to come across a 2003 5-cent Australia coin without the mint mark, congratulations, you may have struck gold. Of course, it's always a good idea to have your coin authenticated by a professional to confirm its rarity and value. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare coins, you may be wondering what to do next. Should you sell it, hold on to it as an investment, or add it to your collection? Ultimately, the decision is yours to make, but it's always wise to do your research and seek advice from experts in the field. Remember, the value of rare coins can fluctuate over time, so it's important to stay informed and make informed decisions. In conclusion, the 2003 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.7 million is a true gem in the world of coin collecting. Its rare minting error and unique story make it a prized possession for any collector or investor. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a newcomer to the hobby, this coin is sure to capture your imagination and inspire you to explore the fascinating world of rare coins. We have an absolutely jaw-dropping story to share with you all. We're going to delve into the fascinating world of numismatics and talk about a 2004 5-cent coin from Australia that's worth a mind-blowing $1.8 million. Yes, you've heard that right, $1.8 million for a 5-cent coin. So grab a cup of your favorite beverage, sit back, and let's dive into this incredible tale. Let's start by setting the scene. The year is 2004, and the Royal Australian Mint released a new batch of 5-cent coins into circulation. Among these coins was a rare error coin that somehow slipped through the cracks. This particular coin featured a small error. The Queen's head was inadvertently double-struck, creating a unique and one-of-a-kind design. Fast forward a few years, and this error coin found its way into the hands of a sharp-eyed collector, who recognized its rarity and potential value. The collector wasted no time in getting the coin authenticated and graded by professional numismatists. To their astonishment, the coin was confirmed to be authentic and graded as one of the finest examples of its kind. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this coin so valuable? Well, it all comes down to rarity and demand. Error coins, especially those with significant mistakes like double strikes, are highly sought after by collectors worldwide. The scarcity of these coins, coupled with their unique features, drives up their market value to staggering heights. In the case of the 2004 5-cent coin with the double-struck Queen's head, its rarity is what sets it apart from the rest. There are only a handful of known examples of this error coin in existence, making it an extremely elusive and coveted piece for collectors. This scarcity, combined with the flawless condition of the coin, makes it a true unicorn in the world of numismatics. Now, let's talk numbers. As we mentioned earlier, this particular 2004 5-cent coin is valued at an eye-watering $1.8 million. That's right, a humble 5-cent coin worth more than most people's homes. The sheer magnitude of this valuation is a testament to the coin's rarity, condition, and historical significance. It's a true treasure trove waiting to be discovered by a lucky collector. But here's the kicker: despite its immense value, this coin remains in circulation, waiting to be found by an unsuspecting individual. Imagine stumbling upon this hidden gem in your pocket change or coin jar. It's like winning the lottery, but with a tiny piece of metal instead of a ticket. So, how can you tell if you've struck gold, or should we say silver, with your 5-cent coin? Look for the double-struck Queen's head on the obverse side of the coin. The error will be evident as a faint outline or a doubling of the design, indicating that you have a rare and valuable piece in your possession. If you do happen to come across this elusive error coin, make sure to handle it with care and get it authenticated by a reputable numismatic expert. In conclusion, the story of the 2004 5-cent coin worth $1.8 million is a true testament to the allure and excitement of coin collecting. It demonstrates that even the smallest and most common coins can hold immense value and historical significance. So keep your eyes peeled, fellow collectors. You never know what hidden treasures might be hiding in your pocket change. And that wraps up our deep dive into the world of numismatics and the incredible story of the 2004 5-cent coin worth $1.8 million. We hope you enjoyed this thrilling journey through the rare and valuable world of error coins. We have an incredibly exciting topic to discuss: the 2005 5-cent Australia coin that's worth a whopping $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary coin has a hidden treasure that could make you a millionaire. So, grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's dive into the fascinating world of numismatics. Let's start by talking about the basics of this rare coin. The 2005 5-cent Australia coin is part of the regular circulating coinage of Australia. It features the iconic echidna design on the obverse side and the Queen Elizabeth II portrait on the reverse side. At first glance, this coin may not seem like anything special, but don't be fooled by its appearance. There's more to this coin than meets the eye. Now, you may be wondering, Why is this particular 2005 5-cent coin worth $1.1 million? Well, the answer lies in a rare error that occurred during the minting process. In a limited number of these coins, a mistake led to the omission of the Roman numeral V on the reverse side, which represents the coin's denomination of 5 cents. This error is known as the mule variety, and only a small number of these coins were released into circulation before the mistake was discovered. As you can imagine, finding one of these rare 2005 5-cent mule coins is like finding a needle in a haystack. The chances of stumbling upon one in your pocket change are slim to none. Most of these coins are now in the hands of avid collectors who are willing to pay a hefty sum to add this piece of history to their collection. But how can you tell if you've struck gold with a 2005 5-cent mule coin? Well, the key identifier is the missing Roman numeral V on the reverse side of the coin. If you happen to come across a 2005 5-cent Australian coin without this crucial detail, you could be holding a fortune in your hands. Now, let's talk about the value of this rare coin. With only a handful of 2005 5-cent mule coins in existence, the demand for these numismatic treasures is sky high. In recent years, these coins have fetched prices upwards of $1.1 million at auction houses and private sales. The unique combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector interest makes these coins highly sought after in the numismatic world. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare 2005 5-cent mule coins, congratulations! You're holding a piece of Australian coinage history that's sure to appreciate in value over time. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a novice enthusiast, adding this coin to your collection could be a game-changer. In conclusion, the 2005 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.1 million is a numismatic marvel that has captured the attention of coin collectors worldwide. With its rare error and unique historical significance, this coin stands out as a true gem in the world of numismatics. So, keep your eyes peeled for this elusive treasure. Who knows, you could be the next lucky owner of a $1.1 million coin. We're diving into the exciting world of numismatics to explore the fascinating tale of the 2006 5-cent Australia coin that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, a humble little 5-cent piece that is worth more than most of us could ever dream of. So, how did this unassuming coin come to be worth such a staggering sum? Let's take a closer look at the story behind this incredible piece of currency. First off, let's talk about the design of the 2006 5-cent Australia coin. On one side, you'll find the iconic Australian echidna, a spiky little creature that's native to the land down under. The other side features Queen Elizabeth II, as is customary for most coins in the Commonwealth. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this particular coin so special? Well, it all comes down to a rare error that occurred during the minting process. You see, a small number of these coins were accidentally struck with double rims, causing them to have a unique and distinct appearance. It's these rare minting errors that make certain coins incredibly valuable to collectors. And in the case of the 2006 5-cent Australia coin with the double rim, its rarity and uniqueness have catapulted its worth to an astounding $1.2 million. Imagine stumbling across one of these coins in your spare change. Talk about a stroke of luck. Of course, the chances of that happening are incredibly slim, considering how few of these coins are actually in circulation. But hey, a coin collector can dream, right? Now you might be wondering, how do you know if you've struck gold, or rather silver, with one of these valuable coins? Well, first and foremost, you'll want to closely examine the coin for any signs of a double rim. This error typically manifests as a secondary, slightly raised rim around the edge of the coin. If you think you've found a potential treasure, it's important to have the coin authenticated by a reputable numismatist or coin grading service. These professionals can confirm the authenticity and rarity of the coin, giving you the peace of mind that you've indeed stumbled upon a hidden gem. But let's be real, the likelihood of finding one of these rare coins is slim to none. Most collectors would have better luck winning the lottery than stumbling upon a $1.2 million coin in their pocket change. That being said, the allure of rare and valuable coins is undeniable. There's something thrilling about the hunt for that elusive piece of currency that could potentially change your fortunes overnight. And while the odds may be stacked against us, it's that sense of possibility that keeps collectors coming back for more. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone with a passing interest in coins, the story of the 2006 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.2 million is a fascinating tale that showcases the unpredictable and captivating world of coin collecting. Who knows, maybe one day you'll be the lucky individual who uncovers a hidden treasure in the form of a rare and valuable coin. And until then, keep your eyes peeled and your coin collection growing. You never know what hidden gems you might discover along the way. We have a super exciting topic to discuss: the 2007 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a whopping $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that right, this seemingly ordinary coin is actually a hidden gem in the world of numismatics. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the fascinating story behind this rare and valuable coin. First off, let's talk about the design of this unique coin. The 2007 5-cent Australia coin features the iconic echidna, a native Australian animal known for its spiky exterior and adorable demeanor. The echidna is depicted in stunning detail on the reverse side of the coin, making it a favorite among collectors for its intricate design and symbolic significance. But what sets this particular coin apart from the rest is its rare error, the double-struck error. This error occurs when the coin is struck twice by the minting press, resulting in a slightly offset design and a distinct double image effect. This error is extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors, making the 2007 5-cent Australia coin a true treasure in the world of coin collecting. Now, let's get into the juicy details. Why is this seemingly ordinary coin worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million? Well, it all comes down to supply and demand. The double-struck error on this coin is so rare that only a handful of examples are known to exist, making it a highly coveted and valuable collectible item. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for a chance to add this unique coin to their collection, driving up the price to astronomical levels. In fact, the record-breaking sale of the 2007 5-cent Australia coin for $1.3 million made headlines in the numismatic world, solidifying its status as one of the most valuable coins in existence. The high price tag is a reflection of the coin's rarity, desirability, and historical significance, making it a must-have for serious collectors who are passionate about rare and valuable coins. So, how can you tell if you have a 2007 5-cent Australia coin with the double-struck error? Well, the key is to look for a slight offset design on the reverse side of the coin, indicating that it was struck twice during the minting process. This error is typically visible to the naked eye and can be confirmed by a professional coin grading service to authenticate its rarity and value. If you're lucky enough to own a 2007 5-cent Australia coin with the double-struck error, congratulations! You have a truly unique and valuable piece of numismatic history in your collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newbie to the world of coin collecting, this rare coin is sure to spark excitement and fascination in anyone who comes across it. In conclusion, the 2007 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.3 million is a shining example of the hidden treasures that can be found in the world of coin collecting. Its rarity, value, and historical significance make it a prized possession for collectors around the globe. So keep your eyes peeled for this elusive coin. Who knows, you may be holding a fortune in the palm of your hand without even realizing it. That's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed learning about the fascinating story behind the 2007 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.3 million. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting coin-related content. We're going to be delving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, specifically focusing on the 2008 5-cent Australia coin that is rumored to be worth a staggering $1.4 million. Yes, you heard that right, a humble 5-cent coin could potentially be worth a small fortune. Now, before we dive into the details of this intriguing coin, let's take a moment to appreciate the beauty and history behind Australia's currency. The Australian decimal coinage system was introduced in 1966, replacing the previous pound, shilling, and pence system. Since then, a wide variety of coins have been minted, each with its own unique design and significance. The 2008 5-cent coin is no exception. featuring Queen Elizabeth II on one side and an echidna on the other. This coin is a representation of Australia's rich wildlife and heritage. However, what makes this particular coin so special is a small error that occurred during the minting process. You see, in 2008, a limited number of 5-cent coins were accidentally struck with a double rim error. This means that instead of the usual single rim around the edge of the coin, these coins have two distinct rims, creating a striking and unusual appearance. This error was immediately recognized by collectors and numismatists, sparking a frenzy of interest in these rare coins. Fast forward to today, and the 2008 double-rim 5-cent coin has become one of the most sought-after and valuable coins in Australia. With only a handful of these coins known to exist, it's no wonder that they fetch such high prices at auction. In fact, in 2019, a lucky collector managed to sell one of these coins for a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins in your possession? Well, there are a few key features to look out for. Firstly, check the edge of the coin for a clear and distinct double rim. This should be immediately apparent to the naked eye, as the two rims will be clearly defined and separate from each other. Next, examine the overall condition of the coin. As with any collectible item, the value of a coin is heavily influenced by its condition. Look out for any signs of wear and tear, such as scratches or dents, as these can significantly decrease its value. If you're still unsure whether you have a genuine 2008 double-rim 5-cent coin, it's always a good idea to consult with a professional coin dealer or numismatist. They will be able to provide you with a definitive answer and potentially even offer to purchase the coin from you. Now, before you go rushing to check your spare change jar for this elusive coin, it's important to remember that the chances of finding one are incredibly slim. The 2008 double-rim 5-cent coin is an extremely rare and valuable item, and as such, it is highly unlikely to be in general circulation. That being said, if you are lucky enough to stumble upon one of these coins, you could be looking at a small fortune. Whether you choose to keep it as a prized possession or sell it to a collector, there's no denying the thrill of discovering such a rare and valuable piece of Australian history. And there you have it, folks, the fascinating story of the 2008 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.4 million. Who knew that something as simple as a coin could hold such incredible value? We are going to talk about the 2009 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a whopping $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, a simple 5-cent coin that is worth a fortune. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's dive into the details of this incredibly valuable coin. First things first, let's talk about the design of the 2009 5-cent Australia coin. This particular coin features the image of an echidna, a spiky anteater native to Australia. The echidna is intricately detailed on the coin, with its sharp quills and snout clearly depicted. The reverse side of the coin also showcases the iconic Australian kangaroo, adding to the overall aesthetic appeal of the piece. Now, you may be wondering how a simple 5-cent coin could be worth $1.5 million. Well, it turns out that this particular coin is extremely rare and has a unique error that has made it highly sought after by collectors. The error on the coin is known as the double-struck error, where the image of the echidna and kangaroo appear slightly offset from each other. This error occurred during the minting process and is extremely rare, with only a handful of coins known to exist with this particular error. In addition to the double-struck error, the 2009 5-cent Australia coin that is worth $1.5 million is also considered to be in pristine condition. This means that the coin has not been circulated and does not have any scratches, dents, or other imperfections that can lower its value. The coin is also graded by a professional coin grading service, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, to ensure its authenticity and quality. So, where can you find this valuable coin? Well, the chances of stumbling upon one in your pocket change are extremely slim. Most of these rare coins are held by private collectors or sold at prestigious coin auctions. If you're lucky enough to spot one at an auction or from a reputable dealer, be prepared to shell out a hefty sum to add it to your collection. With a value of $1.5 million, this coin is definitely not for the faint of heart when it comes to collecting rare and valuable coins. In conclusion, the 2009 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.5 million is a truly remarkable piece of numismatic history. Its unique era, pristine condition, and rarity make it a highly sought-after item for coin collectors around the world. While most of us may never have the opportunity to own such a valuable coin, it's fascinating to learn about the incredible stories behind rare and valuable coins like this one. Who knows, maybe one day you'll stumble upon a hidden gem in your coin collection that turns out to be worth a fortune. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. We have a super exciting topic to discuss: the 2010 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a whopping $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, a tiny little coin that could potentially make you a millionaire. Let's delve into the history of this remarkable coin. The 2010 5-cent Australia coin was minted in limited quantities, making it extremely rare and sought after by collectors all around the world. The design features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on one side and an echidna on the other, paying homage to Australia's unique wildlife. What makes this coin so valuable is its error in minting. Due to a mistake at the Royal Australian Mint, a small number of these coins were produced with a double rim, making them one of a kind and highly coveted by collectors. The error was quickly discovered, but a few lucky individuals managed to get their hands on these rare gems before they were recalled. Now, you may be wondering how a seemingly insignificant 5-cent coin could be worth $1.6 million. Well, the rarity and demand for this specific era coin have driven up its value significantly. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar to add this piece to their collection, making it a valuable investment for those lucky enough to own one. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon one of these rare coins in your pocket change, consider yourself incredibly fortunate. The chances of finding one in circulation are slim to none, but if you do, you could be sitting on a gold mine. For those interested in collecting coins, the 2010 5-cent Australia coin is definitely a must-have piece for your collection. Its rarity and unique era make it a standout in any coin enthusiast's portfolio, and its potential for appreciation in value over time is undeniable. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins in your possession? Look for the double rim on the edge of the coin. This is the telltale sign that you may have struck gold. If you're still unsure, it's always a good idea to have your coin authenticated by a professional to confirm its authenticity and value. In conclusion, the 2010 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.6 million is a true treasure for collectors and enthusiasts alike. Its rarity, unique era, and high demand have made it a prized possession for those lucky enough to own one. Keep your eyes peeled for this valuable coin. Who knows, you may just be the next lucky individual to strike it rich. We are diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting and exploring the incredible story of the 2011 5-cent Australia coin that is worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. I know, it sounds unbelievable, but trust me, this is a story you won't want to miss. Let's start off by talking about the humble 5-cent coin. In Australia, the 5-cent coin is one of the smallest denominations of currency, and it features the image of Queen Elizabeth II on one side and an echidna, which is a spiky anteater native to Australia, on the other. While most 5-cent coins are worth, well, 5 cents, there are some rare and valuable coins out there that can fetch a pretty penny. So, what makes the 2011 5-cent Australia coin so special? Well, it all comes down to a mistake made by the Royal Australian Mint. In 2011, a batch of 5-cent coins was minted with an error on them. Instead of the traditional design featuring the echidna, these coins had a double rim around the edge of the coin, making them incredibly rare and sought after by collectors. But what really sets this particular coin apart is its condition. The 2011 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.7 million is not just any old coin with a mistake on it. This coin is in mint condition, meaning it has never been circulated and is in pristine shape. This combination of rarity and condition is what makes this coin so valuable and highly coveted by collectors around the world. Now, you may be wondering how a 5-cent coin could possibly be worth $1.7 million. Well, when it comes to rare coins, value is determined by a combination of factors, including rarity, condition, and demand. In the case of the 2011 5-cent Australia coin, its rarity and pristine condition make it a truly unique and valuable piece of history. To put things into perspective, imagine finding a diamond in the rough. This coin is like the diamond of the coin collecting world, a rare and precious gem that is highly sought after by those in the know. And with a price tag of $1.7 million, it's safe to say that this coin is definitely not your average pocket change. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare coins in your own collection, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Even if you're not a coin collector yourself, it's always worth keeping an eye out for valuable coins in your spare change. Who knows, you may just stumble upon a hidden treasure like the 2011 5-cent Australia coin. In conclusion, the story of the 2011 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.7 million is a fascinating tale of rarity, mistake, and value. This coin is a true treasure in the world of coin collecting, and its incredible price tag only adds to its allure. So, keep your eyes peeled for rare coins in your collection. You never know what hidden gems you may find. We have a real treasure to talk about: the 2012 5-cent Australia coin that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Can you believe it? Stick around as we dive deep into the history, significance, and value of this remarkable coin. First off, let's talk about the design of this coin. The 2012 5-cent Australia coin features the iconic echidna, a spiny mammal native to Australia. The reverse side of the coin also bears the traditional inscription, Elizabeth II Australia, along with the denomination, 5 cents. The obverse side of the coin showcases the portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, as is customary for Australian currency. What sets this particular coin apart from the rest is a rare minting error that occurred during its production. In 2012, a small number of these coins were accidentally struck with an incorrect metal composition. Instead of the standard copper-nickel alloy, these coins were mistakenly minted with pure gold, making them incredibly rare and valuable. The error was quickly discovered, and the Royal Australian Mint issued a public recall of the coins. However, a handful of these rare gold coins managed to slip through the cracks and enter circulation. Only a few lucky individuals were able to get their hands on one of these precious coins before they were eventually pulled from circulation. Now, let's talk about the value of this coin. With only a limited number of these gold coins in existence, their worth has skyrocketed in recent years. In fact, experts estimate that a 2012 5-cent Australia coin in pristine condition could fetch up to $1.8 million at auction. That's an astonishing return on investment for something that was once considered to be just pocket change. The rarity and unique nature of this coin make it a highly sought-after collectible among numismatists and investors alike. Owning one of these rare gold coins is not only a prestigious status symbol but also a lucrative financial asset. Its historical significance and scarcity have only added to its allure and desirability in the world of coin collecting. If you're lucky enough to come across one of these rare gold coins, be sure to have it authenticated by a reputable coin dealer or grading service. The authenticity and condition of the coin will have a significant impact on its value in the marketplace. And remember, proper storage and care are essential to preserving the coin's integrity and value over time. In conclusion, the 2012 5-cent Australia coin with a pure gold composition is a true gem in the world of numismatics. Its rarity, historical significance, and immense value make it a prized possession for collectors and investors worldwide. So, keep your eyes peeled for this elusive treasure. You never know when you might strike gold. That's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed learning about the fascinating story behind the 2012 5-cent Australia coin worth $1.8 million. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content on rare coins and collectibles.